We're going to make an Earth Day collage to celebrate Earth Day. So I do this project with kindergarten. So you write your name and code on the back, and then you flip it over. And on the front, you're going to draw a big circle. And then the Earth has 7 continents, but we usually can't see all of them at the same time. So what I want you to do is just kind of draw 3 blocks of some scraps left over from another project, and you just start ripping them into little pieces, and I tell them to make sure if there's pencil lines, they are on the bottom, and then you start filling in. You can overlap a little bit if you need to. There's very little drawing involved, so we make most of our picture just by gluing down pieces. And it's not quite a paper cutout in the style of Matisse, because paper cutouts you actually have to cut the paper. This is just tearing and sticking on. I like this because there's no real wrong way to do it. You can always pretend that there's cloud cover in parts of the area or not. If you need to dot back in a few more pieces, you can. I really should have used a full glue bottle to start this. So if you need to dot in a few areas where there's still white places showing through, you can. Then you're going to go ahead and fill in where your continents are. It's important that you just have like a little bit of glue. You don't want to have any big puddles as you're doing this. And then you're going to do the exact same thing, only you're going to be using green scraps now. So green scraps to fill in your continents. Now you do want to make sure that most of your planet stays blue, because our planet is mostly made of water. Now, as the students are working on this, you can be talking about, ways we can conserve energy or things we can recycle, just to tie it into Earth Day a little bit more. There we go. I'm just going to tear that so it's mostly the shape of the piece. One more little one right there. Here we go. Tearing and filling until you fill in all of your continents, so all of your land masses on your planet. If you want to talk a little bit more about geography, you can. There we go. And then you're going to fill in space. Space just goes on forever, so. And I think it's important to tell the students, at some point you will inevitably hear, I got glue on my hands. So if students get glue on their hands, I tell them instead of running to the sink to wash it off, just rub it in. And when you rub it in, it starts making this kind of brownish gray slime, and then it just kind of balls up and falls off. So you just rub it in and wipe it off, and you're good as new, and you can keep going. So then you're going to use some black scraps, and you're just going to start filling in all around the edges with your black scraps. Don't worry too much if it goes off the edge. And this place, it doesn't matter if you've got a little bit of white showing through. It will be fine. And if you go off the edges, that's fine. You can always trim the paper afterwards to fit it in. That one looks a little big right there. Oh, doubled up. Just work your way around the planet. Might need to tear some smaller pieces to fit underneath. We'll make that smaller even. I'll grab a little bit of glue from here to stick it down. If it starts to stick on your fingers, that's okay. Like I said, just rub the glue in more when you're done. Oops, you do not want any black outer space on your actual planet. Just keep working your way around. Go ahead and make a skinny one right here. You do have to work quickly so your glue doesn't dry, or you can do smaller sections, like 1/4 of the paper at a time if you would like. Oh, that looks pretty good right there. There we go. And the final step for this, if you want to go back in and make sure everything is completely covered, you can. Or if anything looks awkward, just kind of cover it up. But then the final step will be to get a white oil pastel and just draw little polka dots to look like stars. Make sure the stars only go in outer space. They don't need to be evenly spaced. If you want to try to make a constellation, you can. And that is our fabulous kindergarten, or older grade if you would like, you can make it even better, Earth Day collage.